moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop till I see the light. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. You can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. We're gonna get real. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, she's gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real. Come on, baby. Let's take a ride. I don't know where we're gonna go, but first, let's dance. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real. Oh.
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about AstroWorld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at AstroWorld is we hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optolong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Things are becoming intense. I rip my jeans on your fence, hiding away from your man. Oh, it's a passion. Oh, tell a tale of 1,000 lonely days. Yes, he's a real thing. Yeah, only I can make it.
I'm getting caught in the rain, standing here calling your name. Guess I got no one to blame. Yeah, it's a small town. Yeah, all the people turn and stare. Oh, it's a secret. Hey, let them see me. I don't care if you want to be together. It's so good to be together with you. If you want to be together. If you want to be together, it's so good to be together with you. If you want to be together, say if you want to be together. I'm feeling really guilty, but it feels so bad. Yeah, so good to be together. We did it before, and we can do it again. I'm tearing out my hair, 'cause I don't know when so good. You want to be together. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's so good to be together. Yeah, so damn good. If you want to be together, it's so good, it's so good, yeah. What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Yeah, what's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? Do one thing right, do I make you two things wrong? If I want to stand my line, I will always take the fall. If I just do them, I can live from the right. I sleep all day long, and then I'm breathing through the night.
I wonder what it was that made me want you. She couldn't understand what made me hard. She's climbing in and out my open window. I'm laying here alone and cold and drained. Yeah. So take another breath and come up for your oxygen. And now you wanna kiss the flesh and blood of every man, every man. And when the moon is full and the wolves were held, she swam across the lake just to get to my head.
A little bit of disgusting stuff. Disgusting stuff. She looks upon a world that's dark and tangled. I never saw her turn her head in shame. She is standing out the open window. I'm lying here alone in cold and gray. Yeah. So take another breath and come up for your oxygen. Hey, you know you wanna kiss the flesh and blood of every man, every man. Well, we all took turns and you swallowed the world. I never realized till you said we lost man. And she said, I want more. Give me more disgusting stuff. A little bit of disgusting stuff. Disgusting stuff. Oh, you're making me stop. Well, we all took turns and you swallowed the world. I never realized till you sat with us, man. She said, I want more. Give me more disgusting stuff. A little bit of disgusting stuff. Give me more disgusting stuff. Yeah, a little bit of disgusting stuff. I want more.
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about AstroWorld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at AstroWorld is we hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at AstroWorldWeb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optilong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to AstroWorldWeb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. hell's wrong with my telescope now? Yeah, what's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? One thing right, who I make you two things wrong. If I want that fine line, who I will always take the fall. If I don't do them, I can hear from the right. I sleep all day long, and I'm dreaming through the night.
I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop till I see the light. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, we're gonna get real. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, she's gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real. Come on, baby. Let's take a ride. I don't know where used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car and we're gonna get real. Oh,
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about AstroWorld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at AstroWorld is we hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optilong filter kit, Charles Frankenstein. And we are here again, and it's another Friday night, so it's AstroWorld Beginners Night, and it's an exhausted Dan you're talking to right now, so I'm just a little bit. So if I seem a little out of it, I am. I'm not. I haven't been drinking, so it's. I've been doing ever since Pete stopped being on the show or took his vacation. I've been drinking water. So
okay.
But real quick before we get into the sponsors, you want to see something cool?
Yeah, let's do it.
Check this out.
We're gonna have to talk
Look
offline.
Look at all of that.
Look at all that.
So Primaluce came in. I didn't get a chance to put Optech together, but I got that too. Okay. But holy, so I am stocked with Primaluce stuff. So
right on.
Pretty cool. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show tonight. And like we spoke about, what was it? Wednesday. Jeez, why are my buttons not working? My buttons are a little slow tonight. There we go. 2, 5. Wow, my buttons are all messed up. Okay. Sorry about that. Give me a second. We'll do it the old-fashioned way here. Ups, and there we go. So we're sitting here, we're working, and we're going to talk about Cygnus tonight. So we figured maybe what do you want to do it like once a month? We pick a constellation.
You know what? Yeah, because there's 88 constellations in the known. There are 88 known constellations. I think of those, is it 32, 34 to 30?
I think it was 30. I think we looked at it. I think it was 36 or 46. I remember.
Yeah, it's in the 30s as far as what's in the northern hemisphere. So yeah, maybe we take one once a month or every couple weeks on a Friday. We talk about the different constellations and the targets that are within them. I think that'll be great. That's great content. That's great, for everyone.
36. So
the 36.
36. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think especially if we focus on maybe like the constellations that are more prominent
at that time,
the respective seasons.
Yeah,
at that time, I think will be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe we do like in the summer we do like Cygnus, Lyre, Aquila. Something like that. But
yeah, why is Cygnus not called the Swan constellation in English? I don't know. Blame it on the Greeks. We just follow a lot of Greek.
Yeah. And it's funny because everybody thinks in Cygnus, or a lot of people I know, at least a lot of newbies, that where's the head of the swan? Where's the head? Right? Everyone thinks it's the Alberio. Everyone thinks it's Alberio, right? And it's everyone thinks it's Deneb, and then the tail goes back. but it's really arboreal. So it goes all the way out, and pretty cool. So, but yeah, so we're gonna talk about Cygnus is Swan. But before we get into that, let's do the sponsors because we didn't do them on Wednesday because we just got into kind of chatting. And that's fine, and that happens. But we got to get back to brass tacks here, and here we go. So for those of you that are new to the show, great. And if you've heard this spiel many times over the past 5 years, I'm sorry, but we got to do it anyway because it's kind of cool. We not only give props to the sponsors, we give props to the member sponsors as well. Um, go over upcoming guests. So here we go. So our first sponsor is Woodland Hills Camera and Telescopes, and they give us money. They give us money to give out to you. So they do it in the form of gift certificates. So once a month we give out a $50 gift certificate, and we give out a bigger one coming up in I think we do it Thanksgiving, so you can buy something for yourself for Christmas. So knock yourself out with that. So Woodland Hills, thank you so much. Followed by Primaluce, Camera Concepts, and Optolong. I'm looking forward to more filters from them. We're in the second half now, as of tomorrow. So definitely check it out. And Masters of Pix Insight and IP for AP at the Super Giant level. We give out a free class, Masters of Pix Insight workshop every Friday night, including tonight. So we're going to do that tonight. And we give out 12 IP for AP yearly subscriptions. We just gave one out. I believe Peter won it last time, just recently, last week, I think. So really great tool for tweaking your astrophotography prowess. I don't even know. But it's a great tool for not only Pix Insight, but it's a great tool also for Photoshop too. So, and that's where they cut their teeth. They started with Photoshop, built on that, and added the Pix Insight tutorials as well. So we also want to give props to the member sponsors. So thank you to our Off the Rails members, Sean, Bob, and John. If you want to and support the channel, please head over to our Patreon site, AstroWorld TV, and you can just check it out there. We have levels of low as I think $5 or $10 and up to $50 a month, and you get good perks. It's automatic, and they just send it out. So all they do is charge me, but So thank you to you guys, Quasar members, Dr. Ascari and Chris Frickson. Frickson. Sorry, my tongue is all messed up tonight. Charity, George, Mike, Dave, Dan, and Tom at our Black Hole level. Thank you again. Bob, Gideon, and Deborah at our Red Giant. All of our main sequence members, White Dwarf, and Protostar. So thank you so much. So again, if you're so inclined, feel free to support us. All the money goes back into giveaways and special events like NEAF and stuff like that we could go and hang out with you guys. And maybe eventually, if it gets even better, we could actually fly a couple of us to AIC. I don't know. We'll see. Coming up July 29th, Helena Cochran from Helena's Astrophotography. I can't believe it's less than a month away already. It's incredible. So she's going to be coming on. Looking forward to having her. And Mabula from Astro Pixel Processor is going to be coming on as well after the release of APP 2.0, which they're winding down or gearing up, whichever way you want to look at it. But it's coming out soon. So
getting close to the finish
Yep.
line.
So so they're almost done with that. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of workflow and what kind of changes to the workflow that are going to be implemented in 2.0. So heard some rumors, but nothing concrete. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and
of course, user.
Yeah. And of course, social media platforms that we're on, we have obviously YouTube, Discord, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And with that being said, we are done with that little spiel.
And now it's time for my spiel. Just do me a favor. I'm not going to go through all the give me a big thumbs up or anything like that. But what I want you guys to do for me is, if you know someone who is interested in astronomy, interested in astrophotography, interested in looking at the night sky, do us a favor, share the show. Share, grab a link from YouTube, email it to them, share it to, share the show and introduce them to AstroWorld and AstroWorld TV, and get those people who have that interest, get them, if you know them, get them involved, bring them in the fold, bring them to our digital astronomy club here. Matter of fact, I met a gentleman today, Dave. He's probably on the road on the way back to Upper Peninsula, Michigan. He purchased my 8SE. So my 8SE is now found a new home. All and told him a little bit about, what we do here. And so hopefully once he may see the replay and maybe decides to maybe come on live during one of our live shows or anything like that, or just join and catch the replays. So definitely share the links, share the show. If you're on Facebook, share the public, share it with a friend who's interested in astronomy and astrophotography. We really appreciate that and that support.
We got jokers in the peanut gallery already. So Gideon was like, you were toying about giving away a scope, with some of the Patreon proceeds last year, and I said, yeah, I was. Any thoughts on a scope? And Starlancer goes, the 130 GTX.
Hey,
I don't think even the past 2 years of Patreon monies can pay for that yet. So, one thing also, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. CDK 24. Yeah, I'm coming from Moneybags Mark over there, but picture of the week is tonight, right? We're doing 2 of them, right? Is it tonight or next Wednesday?
No, because
I'm sorry.
We're not doing it because they're because of
waiting till Sunday. Yeah, I'm sorry, my fault. I forgot.
We're not doing it this week, but we'll announce the next week.
Yep. Hey, book charity, Starlancer B's here. Hey, what's up, B? Tom, how's it going? Thank you everybody for coming by. And we're gonna talk a little bit about Cygnus, right? Maybe a red cat or a 61 or an ASCAR. Yeah, that's definitely feasible. Let's see. So Cygnus, right? Cygnus.
Yeah.
So
Cygnus.
So Cygnus.
I have a presentation that I'm gonna do. I know, Dan, you had some Office, 365 difficulties.
As soon as I loaded up vMix to get the show up while I was working on the PowerPoint, I guess because there's a PowerPoint in vMix, it crashed PowerPoint to load up the PowerPoint that's in vMix.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna do it via. I have web pages set up in sequence. So
okay,
so
it's all good.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta work.
Yeah,
gotta work.
So is what it is.
So so this is that time of year. So we're gonna tackle and.
You want to start it up? Go right ahead.
So I'll start it. Go ahead and start it off here. And let me just get here and let me go back and share my screen. Okay, so we're going to talk about Cygnus, also known as the Swan. So let's jump right into it here. Okay, so starting off, now exactly where is Cygnus? And Cygnus is in the Northern Hemisphere, is the 16th largest constellation in the night sky, occupying an area of 804 square degrees. So very big, It lies in the 4th quadrant of the Northern Hemisphere and can be seen between latitudes of 90 degrees and -40 degrees. Its actual location is right ascension is 21 hours, and declination is, like I said, 40 degrees. Its neighboring constellations are Cepheus, Draco, Lacerta, Lyra, rather, Pegasus, and Vulpecula. So here it is. You can see all the other ones surrounding it. Let's go on to the next one. So a little bit of background on about Cygnus. Cygnus has 10 stars with known planets, and contains 2 Messier objects from Charles Messier, 29 and 39. And its brightest star in the constellation is Deneb, which is also known as Alpha Cygni, which is also the 19th brightest star in the sky in an apparent magnitude of 1.25. There are 2 meteor showers that are associated with the constellation, the October Cygnids and the Kappa Cygnids. And Cygnus has 6 named stars. Albiro, Aljana, or I know I'm probably butchering these. Azelphage, Deneb, Faroes, and Satyr. And we were talking a little bit about Greek and and stuff like that. So a lot of these are named based off of Greek myths. So one of the well-known myths surrounding Cygnus is the story of Zeus, who disguised himself as a swan to seduce Leda, the mother of Helen of Troy, and she also gave birth to various children, also attributed to that liaison, which was Helen, Clytemnestra, and Castor and Pollux, the twin stars of Gemini. But only Helen was consistently known or named as a child of Zeus. So another thing is about the asterism, the Northern Cross. And there are five stars that form the Northern Cross. Deneb, which is, like I said, Alpha Cygni, Borealis, which is Delta Cygni, Albireo, Beta Cygni, Aljahana, Epsilon Cygni, and Satyr, Gamma Cygni in the middle. So, which is very cool. And you can see here how it also how Cygnus is also part of the Summer Triangle with Deneb, Altair, and Vega. So here are some better known targets in Cygnus. Like I mentioned earlier, was Messier 29, which is an open cluster, and 39, which are both open clusters. NGC 7000, which is of course, the North America Nebula. IC 5070, the Pelican Nebula. NGC 6888, the Crescent Nebula. IC 5146, the Cocoon Nebula, which you see right there. The Cygnus Loop, which is made up of supernova remnants, the Western Veil Nebula, the Eastern Veil, and Pickering's Triangle. And of course, the large, the Satyr region, IC 1318. It's, you call it, some parts of it are called, like, say, the Butterfly Nebula. Also has a lot of dark nebula in there. It's massive. It's a massive region. So definitely something for refractors, for small refractors and widescreen and wide views. And NGC 6946, the Fireworks Galaxy. So these are just the ones that I've taken personally with my equipment in the Satyr, in the Cygnus region. So some not so well-known targets. Wolf Rayet 134. This is a photo that was taken courtesy of Chuck Ayub from Chuck's Astro Photography that I was able to grab. And this is actually one of the targets. This is the target I'm actually working on right now with my FLT 91. A planetary nebula, NGC 6826. So if you have a say like a C11, C14, or any of the CDKs that have the super long focal length, this would be a great target for you. This is one that's going to be on my list next. They also call it the little veil. Some call it Sharpless 91, Sharpless 94, and Sharpless 96. This one image was taken courtesy of Charles Bracken. So this one is very cool, and I am definitely going to put this on my list. There is an open cluster, NGC 6910, which is right here. You see the bright star, which is Satyr. Just above that, you'll see that open cluster. And this is courtesy of Sean Nielsen and Visible Dark. And a few others here. You have Sharpless 115 and 116, which is that H2 region, which is courtesy of Maroon Mahfoud. From Astroben. He has this image there. There is a very small in SH2 116, this little planetary. I believe that's maybe 115, which is very cool. In NGC 6847, which I don't have a photo of here, and 6914, which will be another one I may put on my list. And this one is also from Astroben, courtesy of Gianni Pardelli. So appreciate, I want to make sure those guys and those people get credit where credit is due, because these are some really, really nice images. So that's really it. So quite a bit of stuff that is in Cygnus that you can definitely check out. So, and go here and just stop sharing here. So yeah, that is what I have. It's pretty cool.
Jeez, man, you took like every target in Cygnus, I think.
Dang near.
So mine's going to be a little bit repetition, with the exception of two of them. I only picked 5.
Oh, you only have 5?
Yeah,
well,
I thought we were only doing 5.
Dude, I do nothing small. I don't do nothing halfway.
Oh God, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me. All right, so mine's gonna be very short. So, but hey, it is what it is, and we'll do it. So unfortunately, mine's gonna be doing it through the magic of screen sharing and not being not having any sort of PowerPoint available, unfortunately. So I'm going to set this up over here real quick. And is this the right one? Yeah. So, and then I'll put this over here. Now this got to go over here. I'm moving stuff around here. This, and then where's my other set? I have 2 sets of. Yeah, that's the other one. I don't like doing it this way, but it is what it is. All right, here we go. Ups and downs, all, and share screen, and there we go. Okay, there we go. So kind of pretty much like Eric said, we have Cygnus tonight, right? Yeah, so we're talking about Cygnus, and it is Cygnus the Swan, and like we were talking about at the beginning, that the tail is actually Deneb, the head of the cross, the wings, and the head is Albireo over here. It goes right through, and you can see through the background of this picture, you can see the North American Nebula here, the entire Milky Way, how it goes right through the Milky Way. It's pretty cool. And if you want another image of how it kind of looks like, this is the bottom of the Northern Cross, the wings, and the top and the bottom right here. One thing I should talk about before I move forward, because I do talk a little bit about it, is the stellar classifications, because I'm going to talk a little bit about it, because I think it's something that we kind of need to understand a little bit. So some I believe it was called the I'm going to butcher it, the Hut Spring diagram, I think it's called, if I can find it. And basically he made this kind of diagram, and it's based on luminosity, right, and temperature. And what he figured out is that there's a direct correlation from age and temperature and luminosity. And what they did in the beginning is what they did was they took a spectral analysis of the star, and based on the chemical composition of the star, they were able to tell the temperature. And from the temperature, you could tell the brightness and all this kind of information. So one thing that was interesting to me was this OBFGKM. What Who came up with these letters? I don't understand, why is it like that? And the only thing I could find, and if anybody could maybe shed some more light on it, um, in the beginning, when they were taking all the chemical compositions, somebody out there decided to do a letters from A to whatever letter they went up to on the amount of hydrogen in the star itself, and started with A, B, C. So all they did was mash this. Oh, it was the Hertzsprung-Russell, I think, diagram. It just came to me, Hertzsprung-Russell, and what they did was take the letters of the amount of hydrogen that's in it. So see the A in OBA, that those A stars have the most hydrogen in it. And so what is it? The O, the younger ones have the least.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's how that works. So you were able to find out, if you could take a look. So the Earth, the Sun is a G-type star, right? So you can see it; it's sitting right there as a sun, and there's Alpha Centauri right next to it. And as you get older and dimmer, you got Barnard's star. You get into the red giants and super giants. And then as you get younger,
Beetlejuice would be in there, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it would be if it was labeled up in here. Here it is, Beetlejuice, right there. Antares is in here. So everybody knows that, from stuff like M42, the stellar nursery, right? Lots of blue stars in the middle of that nebula, right? Well, take a look at the blue stars. So they're young, hot stars, right? Young, hot stars. And as you go into, like Eric said, Antares and Betelgeuse, or the M-type stars over here, Proxima Centauri, Barnard star, those are the ones that are getting older and dimmer. So there's just a direct correlation between temperature, because this is the temperatures in Kelvin, hotter, younger at 30,000 kelvins, and older and dimmer and cooler at 2,500 kelvins. So it's really interesting to see that star brightness and temperature relationship that is available, so we can get a lot of information out of that. But that's a little of the science behind it. The first image that we have is, and as Eric said, is the tulip. Tulip is about 6,000 light years away, and it's an emission nebula, again located in Cygnus. They say, remember, it resembles the bold shape of the tulip, and I guess would be in here would be like the little little, what are the stamen? I think it's called, if I remember, stamen.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, my biology
there you
paid
go.
off. There we
The
go.
biology is working, man.
This was cataloged originally by Stuart Sharpless in 1959. And again, like I said, 6,000 light years away, so super far away. Part of the SH catalog, and it's really close if you're so inclined to attempt to image Cygnus X1, even though you won't see anything, but you can see something. It's a micro quasar. You could try and take a picture of that, but that's the Tulip Nebula. So that's the first one. So the next one Eric also had in his the Blinking Eye Nebula. Okay,
Yeah.
so the Blinking Eye. And the reason why they call it, do you know why they call it the Blinking Eye?
No, I don't.
Because
Why do they call it the blinking eye?
what happens is the central star of this nebula is so bright, right? When you view it directly, it like kind of like it like dims out the surrounding nebula. So you could only kind of see it visually with averted vision. You got to go back and forth kind of. And when you do that, the star disappears. So so that's why it's called, it's a blinking nebula. And again, that's visually, that's picture is taken by the Hubble Space Telescope, but anything over an 8-inch Schmidt, you could get it. And just
but it's tiny though.
It's tiny.
Are all
It's
small.
tiny.
I can get it with the 8, but like I was saying in mine, you should really get a much higher powered.
Yeah, that's really more for like Mark Ellis and his CDK 14. But you can get it. It looks really small in a chip with an 8-inch, but you can get it. The two bright patches on either side are actually called flyers, and they're fast, low ionization emission regions. So it's low ionization. They're moving at supersonic speeds. So it's pretty cool. So they're called flyers. So if you ever see something like that, I'm wondering. I don't know if the jets in M82 are considered flyers as well, but we can take a look at that. But it's pretty interesting on how they came up with these little things that little anagrams. M29, another thing off Eric's list. M29, and really the reason why I linked this into the Hertzsprung Russell diagram is look at the colors, and this is done by Adam Blocker, by the way, from Lemon Observatory. Look at the stars and look at the different colors of all the stars in there.
Yeah, you have different ages.
I mean, I see a couple of possible even carbon stars in there. You know what I mean? So it's you're going everywhere from the bright blue to the dark orange, and it's kind of interesting. And also I like this open cluster not only for the large bright stars all over the place, but the nebulosity in the background I think adds a lot of definition to the picture. So that's something I think I might take a look into and doing maybe when I get into a Bortle 6 or lower sky. But then the next one I have is Albireo. And Albireo holds a little special place in my heart because Albireo was the first double star that I ever visually viewed through a telescope. These stars are in the BOBAF, so it's not as young, the blue one, as the O stars, and it's also a K star. Okay, so the golder one's the older one, the blue one's the younger one, right? So that means the blue one's hotter, the yellow ones are cooler, but this is only 420 light years away, or 129 parsecs. If you ever, You know, if you ever want to do the Kessel run, you know, you could find out what a parsec is. But Beta Cygni, really cool thing. I love the. I think that, you know, this could be done. The gold could have been, because when you look at it visually, the gold is that much more striking. So you know, it's a really nice little double star. And
David was wondering, is that part? Are they part of a binary system?
they are. Yep, they are.
Very
And let me see. Can I find how often they? Let's see. Albedo A, Albedo B. Radio velocity, platform, parallax distance. Period is their orbit is 121.65 years. Takes them to orbit around each other.
How long again? How long?
129.6 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So nice. There you go. So, and I didn't just know that. I Wikipedia'd it. So, you know, there you go. So last thing. Now, I really like this dark nebula for a couple of reasons. It looks like a couple of things to me. This is Barnard 145. What does that look like to you, Eric? What does that little dark nebula look like to you? I want to see if I'm.
It looks like it's so many different things. It looks like to me. I mean, part of it looks like if it was kind of like a blackbird sitting, like on
okay, a bird. Yeah, I thought that as well.
You know, so there's one. One other one would be like a big thick eyebrow. You know.
Okay, I can see that. How about Aladdin's lamp?
I can kind of make that out where the front of it there onto the left.
Yeah, exactly. The little loop.
Lamp. Yeah. And it's that little lip. Yeah.
There's another one out there that's actually it'll show this a little bit better. Let's see if I can find it again. Barnard.
Dennis says it looks like a brontosaurus.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So there's another picture out there that shows it from the side, and it looks like the head. Is this it? Of course, now I want it. I can't find it. There's another one that they turned it to the side so that the head and if you take a little bit more data, the head comes out like this, like it's chewing on. This is the tail, his feet, and it does. It does. That's exactly what I thought. And if I had my PowerPoint, you would see that it said the Brontosaurus on it. So you know, that's what I thought it was. That's the Brontosaurus. That's what I call it. And I also thought at one point it was an anvil in another picture.
Billy's Astro said it looks like a cloaked starship.
Well, how would you know? You can't see it.
Exactly.
Oh.
Charity says it looks like a common slug.
Okay, I'll go with that. But again, look at all the different spectral classes you have in this as well.
Yes.
Look at all the different colored stars that you have in here.
Yes.
And again, remember, O, younger, M, older, O, bluer, M, redder. So remember, everyone, you know what people think? People think this all the time, that, you know, because fire is red, right? Fire is red. It is. So they equate in their head red hot, right? We say red hot, right? Well, what's hotter? Red hot or white hot or blue hot? Blue hot. That's why when you say when you have a lighter and the cooler part of the flame is at the top and it's redder, and inside that is a bluer, you know, that's why people go like this when they light when they try and be cool, they light and they do the hand thing. Because they don't go in. You go in, you'll be like, ah.
No. Yep.
But it's like, you know, so it's blue hot. Blue is hotter than red. So just keep that in mind.
Starlancer
Awesome.
Astro. Oh, be a fine girl, kiss
Kiss me. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
oh, be a fine girl, kiss me. OBAFG.
Yep, that
Hey,
is one of the little limericks to remember that. Yeah, there are a couple other ones that I can't say on live TV, but we'll just keep it there. but yes, so that is Cygnus the Swan.
Yeah, there it is. I hope I didn't mean to steal too much of your thunder.
Yeah, next time I'm going
but you know
first.
what?
I'm going
It's
first
all
next
good.
time. I'm taking every single object, everything I can find. The show is going to be
Everything.
3.5 hours long, and I'm gonna make Eric sit there. Yeah. So Cygnus, one of the most prominent asterisms next to the Big Dipper, and for those of you out there that don't know what an asterism is, basically it's part of a constellation that looks like something that we know. The Big Dipper is a smaller part of Ursa Major, right? The Big Bear, the big part of the pot is the chest of the bear, and the back is the tail, and there's feet, and there's everything. It's a huge constellation. It's really large. But Cygnus, the Swan, has the Northern Cross in there, right? We spoke about that on both of our presentations, that the Northern Cross is an asterism, and that Northern Cross is actually part of another asterism called the Summer Triangle, right? Which encompasses 3 constellations. So there are lots of things out there that that could help you discover things a little bit more easily, so keep those in mind. Do you Americans know
America's no Asterix. America?
I don't know what that means. Do I know that?
I
Am I
don't know.
supposed to know that?
Don't mix your asterism with Asterix.
I didn't say asterisk. I said asterism. I didn't say asterisk, Ossifer.
Ask Eric. Ask Eric. Ask Eric's. Asterix.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
Thank you, Ossifer.
That's my old. What is it? Back in the day, especially living in Chicago and everything.
Next, I'm gonna ask him.
Yo, I gotta ask you something. Check this out. I gotta ask you this question.
I gotta ask.
But don't kill me.
Ask. Jeez. So. Oh my goodness. Hey, Mark. What's up?
Hey, Mark.
Welcome. They don't know who asked.
Mark. Tor is on.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, Cygnus is, of course, like we were talking about, it's one of the summer constellations that you hear in the Northern Hemisphere around this time of year. And I think it's maybe in April? No. When does it usually hit?
What's that?
I was looking it up. So like if you're in the Southern Hemisphere,
right,
it's more prevalent during our fall or winter season.
Yeah, no, it's opposite. So
it's the opposite.
Yeah,
stuff like that. So, but Cygnus does make it down to the Southern Hemisphere.
Yep, because it is pretty low. And it's like a fall winter constellation in the south, just like Orion is a summer constellation in the south. So as things rotate, as we rotate, as the Earth rotates and revolves around the sun, your vantage point of the stars change. So when the Earth is tilted, you get opposite seasons for the constellations. So we got something going on in the chat that I'm not privy to. I'm not privy to this.
Oh, Asterix. It's a comic book series.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
No. I haven't bought a comic
Oh,
book since
it's one
Star
of the
Wars.
most popular Franco-Belgian comics in the world. And the series is translated into 111 languages and dialects as of 2009.
Except
Wow.
English.
They even have a Asterix and Obelix. So they have movies and TV, I guess a TV show or movies or what have you. So it's quite popular. Oh, I've learned something new today. Yes, we crazy.
I guess it's kind of like soccer in the U.S. You know, it's here, but nobody really knows about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't know what that is. I like comic. As a matter of fact, since again, totally off the beaten path here, totally off the rails. But I was in a comic book store recently, and I just happened to kind of ask the guy, "Do you have any kind of like rare stuff back there? I'm just interested in Star Wars and Star Trek. That's it. That's all I want. You got anything kind of like?" He's like, I got this. And I look at it. I was like, are you serious? How'd you get this? He's like, I've been holding it for a while. It's been in the back. It was the last issue of the original run of the Star Wars comic books from 77 to 80.
Wow.
So pick that shit up.
Snapped it up.
So I got it. It was
nice.
So
Is it wrapped up?
It was no, it's in mint condition. It's in mint condition. So
it's wrapped up.
So it says final issue on it, and I know a little bit of the comic books to know a reprint from the regular one. It wasn't a reprint; it's legit, and it's nice. One of them I don't have. I have about 100 and something Star Wars comic books, and they're all packed in bags and stuff like that. But
nice. Okay.
I had the first giant Star Wars comic book, and I think I ripped it in half when I was like 6 years old. And that's right now that's in the same place as the 3 Revenge of the Jedi posters that I bought for $6 each in 1983, which I'm so mad that my dad didn't hide one and keep it.
Yeah, because
it's worth $4,000.
That would have been worth something. That would have been worth something.
It's worth $4,000 now. That poster.
Oh my gosh, that poster, Revenge of the Jedi versus Return of the Jedi. Oh,
man. It was the regular red movie poster with Darth Vader in the background, his helmet, and the lightsaber duel in the front, and Revenge of the Jedi in red on the bottom. That's what it was, and I had 3 of them. I spent my entire allowance to get those 3. I actually it was $6 each. I had $20 for allowance.
Wow.
Yep. And now it's gone.
The things we wish we could have known then.
Well, that's why I have, and my wife thinks I'm nuts. I have all my collectibles now. I keep on buying them and throwing them in storage.
Yeah.
Box them up and throw them in storage.
Don't blame you.
You know, I got about 100 movie poster tubes upstairs, all rolled up. I want to get my original Dune poster frame.
Nice.
I have an original, and my original Star Trek 2 poster. But they kind of lose their value if you do that.
If you frame them.
If you frame them.
Oh.
If you don't do it right, it could lose a value. If you don't use IR treated glass, anti-glare, that kind of stuff, it'll actually.
Oh yeah, because they'll start discoloring and everything.
So I just keep them rolled and keep them in the tubes.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on. See you, Buck.
Yep. Somebody called me Sheldon.
Yeah, somebody call you Sheldon.
Yeah, Charity.
Yeah.
I'm not that bad.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
That
So,
is
but
awesome.
yeah, I'm super excited. I know we're going way off the path here tonight, but I mean, I'm super excited about the new Dune movie. I keep on seeing previews and previews and previews and previews and people ripping it apart and doing, oh my God, do you see this? It looks like he's crying. Look at the tear on the finger of her left hand. And it's like I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. And unfortunately, we weren't able to
Yeah,
see.
the third.
I wasn't able to
The
see the first Dune movie in the theater for
Mhm.
whatever reason. I don't remember why. I don't know if it came in. Did it come in the theater? Did it just go
Yeah,
right to?
I saw it in the theater.
It
Yeah,
did,
yeah. Me
right?
and Kate.
No, I
We went
did
with
see it in the theater. I did see it. I saw it with my buddy. Yeah, I saw it in the theater, and then I saw it again at home. But I mean, I keep on hearing that this second one is going to be so much more darker and leaning a lot more towards the Harkonnen side
Mhm.
of things, and should be pretty cool. So
Yeah, I mean, then you finish it off with the final movie because there's going to be three.
no, it's just
So it'll
two.
be, no, there's going to be a third one. It's going to be a third movie.
It's been a 2 for as long as I can. If it's 3, great, but I mean, it's been a 2 for
But I believe I thought I read somewhere they're going to make that, but that actually this one. I know the other ones have been just two movies, but this one I thought it was going to be. I thought I heard it was going to be three. And maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, wait, hold on. Dune 3 will be an adaptation of Dune Messiah, so it's the second book.
Okay,
Um,
okay, that's what it was. Okay,
oh, they're actually doing it. I didn't even know. That's awesome because I'm actually rereading. I started from the beginning, from book 1, with the
okay,
prequels again. I've done it already, but, so I have it on audiobook, so I just play it, and I'm all the way up to Children of Dune, which is the 3rd book of the
okay,
original series.
okay.
But I read the other 16 books that were before that, so, it's a
Nice.
really, really cool kinda thing here. I like it, but
Yeah, yeah. I'll have to grab that on Audible because that's how I get all my books.
which
On
Audible?
Audible. Yeah, all my books
Dude,
are on Audible. You
I'll
get like
gift you the first
500.
book.
Okay, cool.
I'll gift you the first
Yeah,
book. I can do gifts like to one person a year or one person,
yeah, something like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah,
So I can gift a book to you. But
yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It'll be the prequel one, the first
That's
one chronologically
okay. Yeah,
to
no, that's
get to
awesome.
get you hooked. To get you hooked.
Right on. Yes, and then Indiana Jones. That's another one I'm looking forward to. I'm looking
I am
forward to.
so looking forward to it. It comes out today, I think. And
Oh, then I'm hitting it tomorrow. Then
yeah, it comes out
tomorrow I'm
today.
hitting
There was previews in select theaters in New York for a little bit,
it.
but
Okay,
it full-fledged
okay.
came out today. But I saw a really weird review on Colander, I think it was. Saw
What on
some
Collider?
random rag that said that the movie was just horrible.
What Collider did said that?
Collider.
Yeah, because that's I listen. I every once in a while I'll grab and I'll read. I'll read the Collider page every once in a while.
Yeah, I still want to see it because it can't be worse than the last Indiana Jones movie because that was just horrible with the
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah, yeah. The
Kingdom of the
Kingdom of the
Crystal
Crystal Skull.
Skull. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, don't start me with the Walking Dead stuff. We could do another show just on the Walking Dead if you want. If you want to do it, Charity, I'll do it with you. you know, but
So, what
yeah,
targets have you
back.
actually? So, let's get back to this. So, what targets have you personally imaged out of Cygnus?
I've done both the veils, not in
Yep.
one, but I've done east and west.
Okay.
Let's see what else is that. Let's see. I've done North American Pelican.
Mhm.
Is the Heart in Cygnus? It's pretty close by. I don't know if it's in Cygnus.
I don't think it's in
I don't think it is
Cygnus.
either.
I don't think it is.
Um, no, it's in Cassiopeia. Um,
Okay.
But yeah, it's not even close. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. What was I thinking of over there? But what else have I done over there? I'm trying to think as I go through. I've attempted the cocoon. I've done the crescent. I think that's about it in Cygnus. I think that's about it.
Okay.
I'm probably missing one or two because Cygnus has so many other. Where's hold on, let's see.
Yeah.
SH2.
I've done the tulip. I just did, and I showed it in the presentation. I hadn't even put I didn't even put it in the put it in Astrobin yet. My cocoon
Yep.
nebula. Yeah, North America.
And I've also done I'll show you this one.
The veil. Yeah, I've done the loop. I've done Cygnus, the Cygnus loop. I'll be very curious to hear if you've, folks in the chat who have imaged within Cygnus, what was probably their most challenging target within Cygnus? Because I love going after, sometimes putting in that data time and going after those targets that seem more difficult than others.
I've also done this guy.
Okay.
I gotta get some more data on it. That's SH2112, and for you Rush fans out there, that's what I did to it. But not many people get. And you see this guy right there that's raising his hands. I met him. I met that guy. He was at a. No, I didn't. He had clothes on when I met him, but yeah, he's naked.
Like you met him.
But I met the guy that they took the picture of and put it on there. He was actually at the Neil Peart tribute after he died. And this is the original Starman, and so I met him. So
okay. Cool. You met him like that?
No, I did not meet him like that. That's okay. Gideon said the same thing. The soap bubble I did too. Yeah.
I've done. I've been in Gamma Cygni. Very much. These were a lot, even when I really just got started. So I haven't even gone back to them recently, and maybe I should. Now that I have a bit more, experience. Beatrice says NGC 6914. Because there was an Apollo 6. I need more data because it's dimmer, for example, than the example of Sator region. Yeah, Sator, you got Gamma Cygni right there. It's super bright.
Yeah, 6914 is tough. That's a pretty cool nebula. That does those. It's like the Pleiades inside the, it's like that nice reflection nebula, the blue reflection.
Yeah, fireworks was a bit of a challenge for me. I did get it, but that was a bit of a challenge for me for some reason. When that's with my Edge 8 when I did that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there. I gotta if I could get a clear night because it looks like literally, and if you look at this is how bad New York is. So here is. Oh.
Oh, are you clearing up now?
Oh, tomorrow night looks good now.
Look at that.
It's blue. It's blue. You can't believe,
nice.
You can't believe it's blue. So Saturday might look good, and then the disaster starts. Sunday's white. Monday might. What happened? Did the wind blow? So Monday looks good too. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can we put an AstroWorld scope and say in space?
Yeah, I may be able to get started on something Sunday night around 11, which is fine. That's when Wolf Ray at 134. It's it's higher, so I'd be able to grab that.
We just had a question on email pop by. Give me a second. Hi, Dan and Eric. if I want to shoot a 4-panel mosaic on Cygnus with my 135 using this is for you, Eric, using the ASI Air Plus, how many shots for each panel do you recommend? Does all of the regions in the Cygnus constellation, are they all HA rich? And can I shoot all panels with the L enhance, or can I use an O3 filter in combination? Greetings from Mexico, Dr. Francisco Anguiano. So the first question is, how many shots for each panel do you recommend for a 4-panel mosaic using the 135?
It really depends on your skies.
He's in Mexico, so it's dark.
He's in Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, it also depends in Mexico. Where in Mexico?
I know. Where, I think he's in a Bordeaux 3.
Okay, you're in a Bordeaux 3. It would depend on what camera is he using. Did he say what camera he's using with the 135?
He did not. I think he's using a DSLR though.
Okay, so say if you're using, say, the 6D and the DSLR, the 6D DSLR with the 135, you're probably maybe at 1600 ISO. It's really, I would start out when you get that first shot and take a look at that histogram. And if you can get it in that quarter area away so you're not clipping, that's where I would go and just keep it there. But how many with a Bordeaux? If you're in a Bordeaux 3, I would say start out with maybe 15. It depends also how long you want to shoot too. Maybe 15 to 20 per panel. Depending on also how long is your exposures, how long you want to go. And maybe
it looks like this is his first mosaic. So I think 10 to 15, maybe even like 30 minutes per mosaic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, per panel.
Per panel, yeah. So you do 2 hours of data, and then you just pop them all together. So it's one big 30-minute pick, really. It's not really 2 hours worth of data, but the next question is,
that's what I'm saying. If you go with 2 minutes in there, you go 2-minute exposures. You do 15 of them.
Yep.
There's 30 minutes, and then you do each panel like that, a couple hours, and then give that a start. But definitely keep an eye on your histogram, so you make sure that you are gathering enough data to
push it off the edge.
Clipping.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you're definitely off the edge and that you're not clipping. So.
The next one is
Steve, entering into space is on.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
How are we going? How's it going?
The next question was
up on the podcast. I think my podcast with him, at least the recording of a podcast, I think mine's on the 8th. Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. But I think it's July 8th.
I think he's editing mine now. So do all the regions in the Cygnus constellation have HA in it? A lot of it does.
A lot of it is especially.
A lot of it does.
A lot of it is HA is really thick as H2 region.
Depending if you're getting the whole Cygnus constellation and surrounding area, there is a crap ton of HA to be put in. So I would just do it. Do the HA, get it in there. Can I shoot all the panels with the L enhance, or should I just use an O3 filter in combination? Well, if you're shooting HA by itself, you may as well shoot O3 by itself. However,
but you're using the L enhance.
You could split it.
You can split the channels.
Yep.
Because an L enhance is HA
and O3 and a little HB.
Is it H beta too?
Yeah, little HB, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah. So you can definitely do it for sure.
And if you're already
And
shooting,
yeah,
if you're already
if
shooting
you want to
the,
do, if you have an O3 filter that you can put, on your sensor, then definitely go do it. You might, it's bad, but if you're definitely, but if you're doing that type with narrow band, definitely keep an eye on your histogram, because 2 minutes may not be enough. You may need to push it to 3 or a little bit more, maybe even 5, even if you've got those, even if you have some decent skies, you may still want to put in a little more time per exposure. And if you're doing that, maybe you cut it down a little bit more and say you do 5 minutes. 5 minute
another 30
exposures.
minutes. Yeah. I
You
might
do
even
it,
go,
just
if
do
you're
it
doing the
that
yellow
simple like
enhanced,
that.
I'd probably go even a little bit more.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I would maybe even do a little bit more than that.
So if you're doing 30 minutes of data for the color, I'd probably do double that for the narrow band.
For
So
the
I'd
narrow
be,
band, yeah.
I'd do
I
an
would agree.
hour on each panel and do that.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that,
Yeah.
like to your point, Eric, I mean, a lot of newbies out there don't really look at that histogram when they're taking pictures. They look at it, they say it looks good, and say, "Yep, it's okay." It's like a lot of my managers in my business, you get complacent with it, but it could have been so much better, So, just sit there and make sure that histogram is off that left edge, right? Because if your peak and it's coming out the side, and the peak is starts halfway up in the middle of the histogram, you're clipping all that other data that's on that zero side, because all the histogram is a number 0 and a number 1, right? So 0 is totally black, and and 1 is totally white, right? So from the left side is it black, and the right side is white, right? So even though it's black, because if you're black, that means you're negative on the color scale. So that means you're nothing. So you're missing it. So you want to get all those little grays and everything, over off that edge in order to get that definition, so you don't clip all that.
Here, I'm gonna share my screen here real quick, because I remember this website when I was using my DSLR getting started. This was a really good example from AstroPix, astropix.com, and looking at his histograms examples. So here's your histogram, and if you see this, and if you are too far to that left, you're underexposed. You do not want to be there. No. So this is where you want to take a look, and you want to be, and if you can separate your camera, I'm not sure if you are using a DSLR, like my 6D, I know you can separate the histogram into, the quadrants.
Different channels.
See, get into that, get out of that far left quadrant, and then go to the second one. And because this was like a 5 quadrant, so go into quadrant number 2, or that second panel. Get in there. That's where you want your histogram to be.
And to that point, I mean, if you take a look at the bottom histogram where you're
and if you go down here,
but take a look at what else happens here. I mean, a lot of people don't really know what they're doing here when they look at this. So you can see on the bottom, it has that black to white scale right underneath, all the way on the bottom. But look what happens to your histogram as you go further right. What else happens to that histogram comparing this one, comparing the second one to the third one? What happens?
You tell me.
It narrows. The histogram narrows.
It does narrow.
So what happens is, not only are you blowing out the picture, but you're starting to oversaturate, so it's not getting all the information. You want a nice fat histogram. That's what you want. Just like that second one. You see how wide it takes almost a
How
whole.
wide that is? Yeah, how wide
You know what I
it is.
mean?
Yeah.
So as you
Yep.
move it
You-
further,
point.
there's only so much you can get because there's no depth of color and no depth of light.
Yes.
It just sits there and gets squashed.
So if you can take start a test shot, you know, this is why it's, you know, you take these preview shots and these test shots before you really get going. Take that test shot and see what that histogram is. And then if it's not where you want it to be or where it should be, like here in that second panel, and that's that nice wide histogram peak, you know, spike rather, add on more time. I mean, add more time, you know, until you get to that point. And then when you get to this point, then you know you're in a good spot. And then go for it. So this is a real AstroPic. If you go to astropics.com, check this out. It's maybe it goes into a little bit more detail, but definitely one you may be able to use and utilize this information. So yeah, I mean, once you get there, and of course with narrowband, you're gonna have to go a little bit longer. So get the RGB, you know, get your stars, grab those stars, get the shorter exposures on the stars, get it done, and then work with your L Extreme or L Enhance in your case, and go that route. And if you do have an Oxygen 3 filter to go along with it that you put in your DSLR, go that route, you know, use that too.
Yep. That's the way to go.
But
so,
good questions. Thank you, Doc. Those were very good questions. So thank you
that was
for sending that email.
I'll never forget the email, and I have it saved that he sent to me, and I think I read it online actually. That it was so heartfelt of the thanks of the show and what we do, coming from somebody all the way in Mexico, that's just really came out and said, you know, thank you for doing what you're doing. I'm getting a lot about what you're doing, and don't stop. So we don't plan on it. so it's really a pleasure and an honor to be in front of everybody and doing what we do to kind of not only teach the masses out in YouTube land, but you know, to teach ourselves, because we learn just as much as you know, by doing these presentations.
It makes us think again. It makes us research. It makes our brains, gets the, the hamsters running in the wheels in my head.
Yep. Something moving the cobwebs out of the way.
Yep, that's it. Dave says, that's why you want a 16-bit camera. Can't wait to see what a 32-bit's going to be like.
That's going to be nuts. The colored is going to be ridiculous. That's going to be awesome. So the like button. We got 38 people watching and only 21 likes. Give us the likes, guys, girls. Give us the likes.
Likes, schmikes, thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care. Just share the show. Do me a favor. That's what I want you to do. Share the show. Yep. Share the show. Sharing is caring, and caring is sharing. Share the show. If you have people in your life that enjoy, astrophotography or astronomy, and they want to learn a little bit more about sciences in our night sky, share the show. Especially, I would say share the show with the young ones, but sometimes we get a little crazy. You like, ugh.
Yeah, no, that's why I got to put that check mark that says this is not made for kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I have a super submission rating on YouTube, because I do it when we curse, I put it on there. So
yeah, because exactly, Sherry. Some of them are closet astrophotographers.
I hope they're not doing astrophotography from their closet.
32-bit camera yet. Tom, I don't think anybody's coming out with a 32-bit camera yet.
Not yet, but you never know. I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't even know 16-bit cameras were going to come out until a couple years ago. So, you know,
Trust me. I bet in the next 5 years.
yeah, I was going to say
I would say
by 2030, it's good. You know, I might not see it, but you know, it'll be out.
It'll be there. Yeah.
But
I plan on seeing it till we get to 64. When we get to 64-bit, then you can see me. Then
I thought you meant me turning 64. I'm sorry. I thought you. How about the gravitational wave they just detected? Yeah, that was my fault. They didn't detect nothing. Yeah, you know, I did hear about that. It's pretty interesting. So, you know, and all this stuff, all this alien talk that they're talking about now, and you know, UFOs or UAPs or AstroWorld. You don't even know how many times I misspell AstroWorld just like that. You know, I misspelled. I am surprised it hasn't made it into a newsletter or a writing or something. It's AstroWorld. You know, but the black hole collision. Oh God. We could do that. That wasn't a gravitational wave. That was my ass.
And don't go in there. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Oh, I think that's coming, Charity. I think you got a winner on that one. You're an Astro. Oh God. Pretty sad. But yeah, so you know, I'm really looking forward to actually Jen's trying to figure out, you know, the trip to Nebraska, you know, the route that we're taking and all that. I want to make it to Chicago on the first trip, you know, but we may or may not. Yeah. I mean, I drive it at least twice a year as it is, you know what I mean? You know, and I told you I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing that in September. I'm going to be in your area at McDonald Land.
Just keep me
again.
posted.
So yeah,
just keep me posted. I'll be there. You know, we'll hook up.
The black hole flapper.
Yeah, because right now, at least for me right now, yeah, it's I'm done. There's nothing going on.
White.
Yeah, ain't nothing going on.
That's horrible. Horrible. Oh God, this starting. I'm gonna start blocking you guys with the moist comments.
Oh yeah.
Again.
Oh God, here we go. It gets. Oh God.
And guess who it was? Guess who started it? Guess who started it?
Yep. Thank you,
Charity.
Here we go. Hit it. There we go off the rails. There it goes.
Oh God. I thought that was gone, but it, just like a hemorrhoid, it flares up every now and then. You know, it just. You know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm putting this onto the ASCAR again because I still got another one floating around, but so that's gonna go on. And I gotta test that with the Pegasus before we leave because I just want to make sure everything is good to go. You know, get some. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something big. Maybe I'll do maybe I'll do the Veil again. Why not? I don't have a good one. Good. I have a good data on the Veil, but you know what? I've been getting so much better with my calibration frames that I think I kind of want to do it again. You know, so.
You know, I gotta revisit. There's a lot of great targets, of course, in Cygnus that I need to get back out there and need to visit again. So
yeah. You know, and sometimes we make fun of sometimes we make fun of everybody because, you know, Summertime comes. Okay, so here we go again. Dumbbell Nebula pictures, Veil Nebula pictures, North American, Pelican. We're gonna see the same crap all over again, and and then some people sit there and take like, some people break the bounds and do like maybe they do the same object, but maybe they put 125 hours into it. You look at it, you're like, oh my God, this is ridiculous, you know. But it's I'm starting to look at more and more on the Sharpless catalog because it's the less photographed, in my opinion, right now, of them all, you know.
Yeah.
And if I was in a decent sky, and hopefully if and when I move, I'll be in a Bortle 7 or 6 sky, So and then I could do a 2-minute, 3-minute photo in RGB and not have a problem. Now I can't do that. Why don't
Yeah, 'cause
manufacturers offer their full line of equipment everywhere? Good luck in that. I actually got a what was it? It was a Skywatcher, the 150 PDS, or what would PSD or something. They only sell it in Europe, and it's a modified nude for astrophotography, and they don't sell it in the US. So the answer to that question, Dave, is not a clue. I don't understand why you would sell something in Europe and not sell it here, or vice
they sell
versa.
it here.
I don't get it. And it's not like it's got a laser in there, so they can't, ship it overseas or something. It's not, there's no batteries in there or anything. This is the optics. So it's just strange to me that to your point, Dave, that 12-inch f5. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like saying, okay, you know what? Well, I'm going to sell Coke and Diet Coke in the United States, but I'm only going to sell Coke in Europe because I want to get everybody fat. So I mean, so I don't know the answer to that. I wish I did. There's got to be some logic behind it, but I have thought about that for years, and I have yet to come up with a reason, and nobody could give me a reason.
I can't give you a reason.
I-
I can't.
I mean, I can make up a reason. Maybe they just don't have the metals, the metals in the ring around the top of the tube. They can't make. They make it in limited supply, so they don't want to ship it out of Europe because it's already being
Right.
made in China. So it's a closer trip. So they don't want to send it to the U.S. They just send it a little west. I don't know. I'm lying. So, you know what? I'd like to hear from the group. If you have, are you able to let me know if maybe you have an idea of what to image in Cygnus? Maybe something that we haven't gone over. So,
Yeah.
why don't you throw it in the chat, and maybe we could throw some ideas in Cygnus that maybe weren't gone over in either of the presentations. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Because definitely, the one that there's several that were in my presentation that when I was going through this and went through all these, targets, I was like, wow. Because I had no idea of, say, of like Sharpless, 91, 91 and 94 and 96. I think they call it the baby veil or
Yep.
the mini veil or whatever. I had no idea about that,
Yep.
about that target, and I'm definitely gonna put it on. I'm definitely gonna put it on the list.
And it's just funny that it's another supernova remnant really close to another big supernova remnant. It just, and it's almost like and it's the same emission. It's the same emission. It's all hydrogen and oxygen, and it's just really strange that it's in the section. To me, it's like winning the lotto, kind of. How does that happen in the same really
right?
close? At least from our vantage point, close.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and it's right there. But I mean, it's the little veil and the regular, the regular veil complex, and with the Eastern and Western, the Witch's Broom, the whole thing that we all know.
Yep.
But I actually highlighted that one in my my overlook targets last week.
Yeah, I'm typing it in here into the chat here. It's 91. 91, 94, and 96 is what it is what they are. And of course you can get 91 on its own, and it's really nice. But if you want to get the
whole,
complex, it's there you go, 91, 94, 96.
Yep.
So that is definitely one that was very interesting to me. The NGC 6419 looked really, really cool. It reminds me a lot of the Embryo Galaxy in a way. And in some ways, it's just really that mixture of oxygen and HA, just the reflection gas, the reflection gases from those blue stars, and you have the dark nebulosity in it. I think that is what makes it really special for me to stand out, to say, yeah, I definitely want to go after this guy, because you can spend the entire summer, if you really wanted to, you could spend your entire summer basically just in that constellation. And if you have good skies, you can pull out some really nice targets just within Cygnus.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, it's there's so much stuff in there, just like the Big Dipper. There's so much stuff in the Big Dipper. I mean, but Cygnus and the Big Dipper's getting higher too, right? So I mean,
yeah,
that's another one. I mean, really, really, really cool. Both of them they're so big. There's no reason not to have so much stuff in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
exactly. And this is one of these, especially as this time of year, Cygnus is getting so much. It's so much higher, and getting so much higher towards zenith, that you can, if you are having obstructions, kind of like, it reminds me a little bit of like with Jessie, dealing with her trees. It makes me think a little bit about with Jessie dealing with her trees. With Cygnus, if she can get, if she can be able to see the swan, you can just hang out right there and get so much stuff just out of, that one constellation.
Absolutely.
And spend that time there. Yeah.
I gotta show
Cepheus, the King's a big one for me too, Starlancer. I love being in Cepheus as well.
I gotta show DB that picture that I showed earlier. So I'm gonna show it to
the king, baby.
The king, yes. So Dave,
is the king upside down, or is it
from our vantage? Yeah, it's upside down. It looks like that. It looks like a house one way and the king the other way.
Yeah.
But here you go, Dave. That's what came in today. So nice.
Yep. Look at all those dew straps and
rings, arcos, asados. A whole bunch of adapters, spacers, wires, arcos, rings, a whole bunch of stuff. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, the dog as well. Yep.
Oh,
the dog came too.
Hold on, what is this one? I got a close up of that. Wait, not that way. There you go.
No, I don't want that one. I don't care about that one. You know the one I want.
There's the. No, you don't want that one.
Got it yet?
No, I didn't got it yet. You want me to order it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll order it.
I thought you were gonna.
You said that, I said I'll order it.
Well, hey, I just sold the SC. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
order it.
Okay, done. I'll order it tomorrow. And let's get out of this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my buttons are moving very slow. My buttons haven't made that coffee today, so it's funny. You know how many comments we're getting in the chat these days? We're getting over 1,000 comments in the chat every week. Every week,
all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, and about 12% of it is about astronomy. Everything else is
Yeah.
But not to destruction all Earth. There's no run. Going back to basic. Okay, I think we got a spammer.
Yeah, I think we got a spammer.
Maybe not. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, Mark, totally. Chat is always off the rails.
Yeah, it looks like we got some
Especially on a
spam.
Friday.
Let's see if it happens again. The Chihuahua scope. Yep, my little Chihuahua, my little Peppa. Is there some kind of spam? Unfortunately, no. Once you see it,
No. A Chicago favorite.
Gideon deleted it. Thank you, Gideon. Appreciate it.
A Chicago favorite, dude.
Gideon is the spam police right now.
Yep. Garrett's popcorn.
And do me a favor, if you guys delete something on the chat, make sure you report them as well.
Yeah. Report them. Report them.
Yeah, report them.
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. Garrett's popcorn is some of the best.
I don't know. Where's Tom Bramwell when you need him? You got the Giotto. These are really good. There's 9 little balls in here. They're like mini Ferrero Rocher kind of things.
Okay.
But they're pretty good. This came all the way from Germany. It had a German sticker on it from DHL and everything. They're not Whoppers. They're not even close to Whoppers. Whoppers, you'll break your tooth on it. This thing, you're not breaking anything. It's funny because I think it was Sean Nielsen that said something in the AstroWorld admin chat about these, and I was like, nah, there's not really a Giotto. So sure enough, I got him, and now it's going to be in my video. About the website, have you thought to use the WEBP format for the pictures? I have not thought about it. Not even sure how to make one, to be honest with you. If you want to talk about it on the side, Gideon, we can. Unless Eric, do you know how to do that? Or what the benefits to that would be? Does it take up less space? Do you lose a lot of resolution as opposed to JPEG or PNGs? I don't know.
Google created the WebP file format to make online images less bulky.
But do you lose? It's lossless. It's lossless too. That might be not a bad idea.
Significantly reduce photo and graphic sizes. Websites load faster, give users a better experience. Blah 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 blah. But no.
Yeah, but PNGs are big. They take a lot of space too. So
they're much smaller, but much smaller file sizes than traditional formats such as PNG and JPEG. They're smaller than PNGs and JPEGs.
Cool. Give it a shot. See what happens.
I will definitely give it a shot. I've got Photoshop and all that fun stuff. I can definitely convert the JPEGs into these and then pop them back onto the website.
Cool.
So I can definitely do that.
Well, what do we gotta do? We gotta do the Masters of Pix Insight class, right? How's it going, Ernie?
Yes, sir.
Ernie's out there. Ernie showed up. What's up, buddy?
I have on your own website. Okay.
Okay. Well, give it a shot. You know, we're not web
Yeah,
designers,
definitely.
but we'll give it a shot. Anything to make it better, you know. You have to compress the PNGs, but they have better
Yeah, you have
resolution.
to compress PNGs. Yeah, but Gideon says, yeah, they don't lose anything, and they're built specifically for websites.
All right,
I can do that.
try it and see what
I
happens.
can do that
Yeah.
for our images before I put them
On
out there.
Sunday,
I can
right?
even take the ones that we even have right now.
Yeah, on
I'll grab
Sunday
those
you
and
could do it. Yeah.
do that. Matter of fact, I got to go in and I got to put got to make sure that on the website that I can go in there, and I know I can make sure that it ends at midnight Saturday, or basically or Sunday morning midnight.
Okay.
Well, can't hurt to try.
Yep.
I got to go in there and do that. Thank you, Gideon. Thank you. A special tip for you guys. There you go.
Muchas gracias.
Awesome.
Muchas gracias. Vaya con Dios.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's give something away.
All right, let's do that. Let's give something away. And it looks like I missed one. Terry Martin. I guess I forgot to send you an email. I just checked my my outgoing box, and it looks like it got stuck there. So Terry, you'll get your Masters of Pix Insight voucher tonight as well. So apologize about that. Let's see. AstroWorld telescopes. No, AstroWorld regular. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And the Mars Cam giveaway. There we go. It's still called the Mars Cam giveaway. All right. Here we go. Here is the Sean Nielsen Wheel of Fortune. There you go. And again, this is for a for a free Masters of Pix Insight workshop. And in order to check out the Masters of Pix Insight, you can just go to mastersofpixinsight.com. And here you go. So if you don't win tonight, the next one is July 18th. And if you don't win, it's only $35. It's $35. You get 2 hours with these guys, and they're really good with what they do. And once you get $35, you have access to that video for life.
Yep.
And you have access because they rotate. They do like 9 videos over and over again. So when it comes out again in a couple of months, Ask Us Anything comes out again, you will have automatic access to the new version of that one. So we all know that, like, let's say the Mosaic workshop that they did, I think last month or the month, no, I think it was last month. Things have changed in a year with mosaics, right? So you get access to all the updated information because you bought it the first time. So here you go. So here is the giveaway, and in the wheel, we're spinning. And the winner is Bryn Evans.
Bryn Evans.
All right, Bryn, we'll send you an email, and along with Terry, we'll send you an email as well. So congratulations to Bryn.
Congratulations.
And I'm gonna write down Bryn, Bryn Evans.
Don't block DB.
And Terry Martin, MOP. There we go. Cool. And I will do that tonight before I crash, because I was in Jersey last night till 4 a.m. and working on that observatory. What's that?
Sounds like you had a good old time then.
Yeah, I started driving there at 12:15 and I got home at about 4 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was what is that, 12, 16 hours? Pretty crazy. one likes being in Jersey. Well, this place in Jersey is really like, it's really nice. I mean, it's called it's on Long Beach Island, and I mean, it's a wonderful place. He's right on the ocean, 4th story, telescope on the roof, Tech 160, Rainbow RST 300, and an Astro Haven dome. So I mean, it's nice. It's nice.
Nice. Cool.
But all right. Well, it's 9:45. We can close up
Yeah.
shop. I think I'm pretty burnt, and I think I need some Tostitos and salsa or something because I'm a little hungry. But yeah. So Cygnus, go check out Cygnus. Yeah, the Astro Haven clamshell. Yep, Astro Haven clamshell. It's an interesting setup, Dave. If you want to talk about it offline, I'll be happy to talk. I think I've told you about it, but it's the same guy. But next week, CFIUS. Well, you want to do CFIUS next week? Next Friday?
I don't. Maybe we do them like we were talking every couple weeks, maybe, or
well, we have 36.
CFIUS.
So
well, yeah, but you know what? Maybe we should, because we only have so much time. We want to be able to target a every constellation or many constellations that are out this season.
Yeah.
And Cepheus is out this season, so maybe we can look into that.
Because I mean, with the time we take off with NEAF and star parties and stuff like that, and our
Yeah.
Christmas time we take off, and if we take, 36 will be lasting 1 year, if you think about it.
It will.
You know,
it would. So yeah, I mean, why not?
We'll do we'll do
Cepheus.
Cepheus.
We'll go do the king. We'll do the king.
It's good to be the king.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
So you look like the piss boy. And you look like a bucket of I can't say. Hi. All right. So that's it tonight. So let's see. Final thoughts, Eric, I think?
No, I don't have really any final thoughts except, thank you for joining us. Again, do us a favor, share the show to all of your friends who are interested in astrophotography or astronomy. Hopefully they can get, if you share the show, they can get some of it, get something out of it just as much as you guys, besides all the craziness and off the rail stuff, and maybe able to get some, little nuggets of information.
Little pearls of wisdom. Little pearls of wisdom.
Pearls of wisdom. Exactly.
They just drop once every 1 hour and 42 minutes.
So, but again, have a great weekend here. And of course, here in the States, happy 4th, celebrating our, our independence, from King George. So
George, he's the second, right? The second?
George II. So
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy 4th of July. Enjoy the long.
Doing the barbecue.
It's a long weekend. I did not know. I've never heard of this. People have off because 4th of July is on a Tuesday. So people get off Monday too and Tuesday. What the hell is this world coming to? This ain't no siesta country. I mean, what is that? I'm working. I work Monday. I'm working Tuesday. You know what? I'll take off Wednesday because I can get hammered with the fireworks on Tuesday night. So,
heck, I worked all Memorial Day weekend, so I have no love. So,
I hear you.
So I'm getting my time back.
I don't blame you. But yeah, awesome. So, all right. Well, that's it for the weekend. Enjoy your 4th of July. So you know what that means? That means on the 5th of July, right? Where is it? There it is. The 5th of July. Dun, dun, dun. The Closet of Death.
That's finding a new home.
Which equates to the birth of our nation gets into the Closet of Death. So that will be given away, and we will use And we were all, you have to be here to win it. You have to be in the chat. You need to at least have one thing in the chat because it's going to go to somebody that is here. So you have to be in it to win it. You have to be here to win it. At least put one line in the chat, and we'll have somebody out there making a list of the names and sending it to me. So definitely do that. So that's going to be on July 5th, the big Closet of Death giveaway. So
there it is.
Tostitos and gravy. That's disgusting, Charity. What the hell? Ugh. Well, who would do that? That's like the poutine stuff that I had in Canada. What is that? Gravy and French fries and mashed up into this like liquid I can't even recognize anymore. I don't know. It looks like bad diarrhea or something. It's just like it's horrible. Ugh. Not a fan. Sorry, Sean. Not a fan.
No.
All right. Well, I've babbled for 3 minutes, and it's time to say good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I'll probably get a copyright strike for that. But all right, everybody. Actually, I'm so far out of tune, probably they won't even recognize it. But all right, everybody. Have a good night. Take care. Have a great and safe 4th of July. Safe 4th of July. Don't be like JPP and blow up your darn fingers with some firecrackers. But yeah, so have a good night. Be safe. And remember, as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you. We'll see you Wednesday night for the Closet of Death giveaway.
Wednesday night.
Have a good night, everybody. Bye bye.